Yes, sir. I'm here. I was just getting some double feedback out of fixed.
All right, there we
What
go.
up?
I will be right back, guys. More skulls, don't fuck it up.
I'll try not to. Go ahead,
What
Frost.
up, dude?
Not much. Just tripping out on the attempted president assassination.
Yeah, dude, that shit's nuts. I figured it was gonna happen eventually, and especially like the left has gone insane, dude. They're fucking, they're brainwashing everybody. It's all basically propaganda at this point, and they're like Trump's Hitler, Trump's the Antichrist, and fucking when you paint him out to be a comic book supervillain, which is basically what they did, of course some crazy person is going to try to take him out. Like you have people, like I know people IRL that think Trump is like the next Hitler, and it's like he's not fucking, yeah, sometimes he tweets mean things, but he's not that fucking bad. But you can't convince these people.
Yeah, exactly. There's been so much hatred preached across the news, the media, the Democratic Party. Like, even just about everyone I talk to, especially females, always on the side of, I hate him. Orange man bad. Like, they can't
Oh, dude,
see the
women
light.
are the worst. Women are the worst. So I don't know if you've seen all the stats, but men are moving further to the right, and women are moving further to the left. And it makes sense because women, for one, they do whatever is socially acceptable. So right now, it's socially acceptable to be on the left, and so that's like one of the main reasons why women are liberal. And plus, the fucking government, the liberals pander to women for their votes. So that's why they're liberals too. But yeah, dude, it's so hard to meet a woman that isn't a liberal.
Well, yeah, it's the whole social mentality. They don't have, they can't think on their own. They just can't.
Yeah. The
It's
female hive mind, and
exactly.
women, when they think, they're more communitarian, and men were more like freedom oriented. So women are always going to do what's socially acceptable. If the roles were reversed and the right had all the power instead of the left, and being a stay-at-home mom and raising your kids was cool, all the women would be doing that. But since the left has institutional power, and it's cool to be a fucking blue-haired liberal woman with the fucking bull ring, and fucking murdering your kids via abortion is cool, that's why they're all doing it. Women will always do whatever is socially acceptable. That's just how they're wired.
Yeah, I really think like before women could vote, right? They used to help each other out in the community. They'd get together, do laundry together, cook each other meals, help out society. But as soon as they got the right to vote and more power, they're self righteous and
Yeah,
on the move to
and
destroy everybody.
here's the thing, they still think they're oppressed. Women have more rights and privileges than men. The only group that has more rights and privileges than women are the trannies, the troons, the LGBT community. Those people have more rights and privileges than women, but women have more rights and privileges than men, but somehow they think they're oppressed. But then they're stupid. They're like, "Oh, I'm strong and independent, but I'm oppressed at the same time." It doesn't fucking work like that, but you can't fucking, they're too stupid, so they don't get it.
Well, they're just always going to be a victim. Regardless of what happens in life and society, they're always a victim. They
Yeah,
never
they'll
take
never take account.
responsibility for
Yeah.
anything.
Accountability is a woman's kryptonite. They will never take accountability for their actions. They've been conditioned to hate men. They've been conditioned to think that they're the oppressed and the men are the oppressors. I've talked to women on dating apps. You know how like that thing was going around where like all the women were picking the bear over men? that little trend. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, please give me a beer that will maul me
So-
and eat me.
Yeah, I fucking talked to a woman on a dating app that was one of those women that picked the bear, and I was like, we were talking, and she was like, "Well, men are so horrible, and men won't stop raping women." I called her out on her bullshit. I'm like, "Fuck this." I go, "None of that is true." And then she tried to be like, "Well, I was sexually assaulted." I go, "Were you actually sexually assaulted, or did you hook up with a guy and you just regretted it?" And she wouldn't give me an answer. And I'm like, "Did you go to the police right away, or no?" So basically, from what I could get out of it, is this dumb bitch just hooked up with a dude, regretted it, and now she's saying that she was sexually assaulted when she wasn't. It's like, bitch, you were not sexually assaulted, because if you were actually sexually assaulted, you would have went straight to the fucking police, and you wouldn't fucking, like, any woman that didn't go straight to the police after it happened, I don't fucking believe you.
Well, what about the fact that, they're always preaching, oh, I want a gigantic penis. It's got to be a big penis. But then they select the bear, and the bear doesn't have a very big penis.
I mean, they can fuck the bear. Fuck it.
Right? They ain't gonna have no babies.
But yeah, they don't realize the bear would fucking kill them. The bear would rip them to fucking shreds.
Yeah.
But they've been conditioned that men are so bad, men are so evil. And it's like if you ran into an average man in the woods, he might spark up a small conversation with you. But unless he's like some crazy psychopath murderer, which most men are not, you're fine. Nobody is going to fucking hurt you. But they've just been so socially conditioned to hate men, and it's fucking disgusting. You can see it when you talk to them. You can just tell, and it's the point. That's why I don't blame any dude for going fucking monk mode. Like, fucking, these modern women are the worst they've ever been in all of human history, and anybody that doesn't see it is fucking retarded.
Well, I really think that as for like monk mode, yeah, I agree. A lot of men have gone monk mode. But also, I have to say that, like, when it comes to women in general, this acting out, for, oh, I'd rather take a bear over a man and all that, it's just their desperation for not finding the Chad they want. Not finding that 6 foot tall guy with the 6 figures and everything
Do you know?
they want in life,
Do you know what an alpha widow is? Have you ever
Yeah.
heard that term
Yeah.
before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like most of these girls I say are alpha widows, because you'll have average women that are like 5, 6s, even 4s. A lot of Chad and Tyrones will smash these girls on a slow Tuesday night, and then after that they think they're entitled to nothing else but a Chad or Tyrone. And yeah, I'd say fucking 95% of these girls are alpha widows, because that one Chad blew her back out on a slow Tuesday night 5 years ago, and she's like a straight fucking ugly ass
His
bitch.
chair's
Not
been
even
blown
that. Like even Chad has a slow Tuesday night where he's like, ah, fuck it, this girl, she might not be the hottest, but she'll do whatever I want in the bedroom. Fuck it, I'll smash. He doesn't commit, and now she's like, oh, I hate men. It's like, bitch, you should have known he just wanted to smash and nothing else, but they don't care about that. They would rather share a top 10% man than settle for an average guy. They would rather die alone than settle for an average man.
Well, not just that. I really think that they misconstrued getting smashed for love. Like, they
Yeah.
don't know the
Oh yeah,
difference
a
between
lot of
love
these
and
girls.
smashing.
Well,
A lot of these girls. What's up, Saunders?
thing too, Frost. Yes, they will lay with you, but will they stay with you?
Yeah, a lot. Well, Saunders, a lot of these girls don't get. Like, I've had girls like, oh, I got 100 guys in my DM, and they think they're hot shit because of that. But how many of those guys would actually commit to you? Most of them just want to smash. A lot of women don't get just because a guy will fuck you, it doesn't mean that he will make you his wife or girlfriend.
Guys, you guys know this, right? I'm preaching to the choir, but you guys understand that if you're a woman, all you got to do is take care of yourself and show up, and you'll got 10 guys that will fuck you. A guy can't do that. I can't go and do the same thing that a woman can, even if even the average woman. Let's just say she's a 4, 5, or 6 on the look scale, right? You guys know the look scale 1 through 10, right? Even me as a Chad 20 years ago, I can't do what the average woman could do today. No fucking way. I will never have the amount of opportunities that the average woman today has because that's where we are.
Yeah, women they're always going to have more options than men. That's just how it is.
Man, look at that. Father and son.
Now that says Father Saunders smashed his chair, do you think the chair's in love?
Hey, I bought it. You better do what the fuck I tell it to. I bought it.
Oh, somebody else is smashing a chair right behind you.
Son, you stay out of this. You keep your pecker in your damn pants. I don't want to be a grandpa until I'm at least 50.
Good times.
What are you doing, weirdo? Of course, you got, see what you did, Frost? You see what you did? Stop it, son.
Oh, hey, did you show him? Did you show him the memes that the guys made of you?
Of course, that's why he knows what. That's why he knows
with the fat chick.
Yeah,
that shit was funny.
That's pretty funny.
The fat purple.
That was
chick.
John Isaac that made that.
Of course, he saw it. You saw he did the exact same pose as Dad did. That chair.
But yeah, dude.
No, it doesn't.
I kind of wanna finish writing those stories now. I just know it's gonna take so much work to get those done, though, dude.
It is, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. But if you come back to this stream, it can get you started in the right direction, man. Because you like what's up, son? You want to go back to your room? Okay, behave yourself, or I'll ground your ass.
Like the werewolf guy is basically if Doctor Strange became a werewolf and then had to learn magic to control the curse of the werewolf and then fucking gets kidnapped by some dude with fucking futuristic technology to steal his DNA. And the guy actually, so while Dr. Fusion has him, Dr. Fusion, he's like, he has a base on the moon, and he's got like this big ass fucking futuristic base, and he's got his own like Colosseum that's supposed to be like the Roman Colosseum, and he makes these monsters fight each other. So he's got like different like monsters he's captured and different monsters he's created with like mad scientist type shit, and he fucking makes them fight in this arena, and fucking the werewolf dude has to fight like a couple of super soldiers. One of the super soldiers is super strong because he took the DNA of Thor and fucking what's his name, Hercules, and they put it in this like he captured like this Viking dude, and he fucking put it in the Viking dude's body. So this Viking dude, he's got a hoverboard, and he's got this fucking futuristic like armor, and he's got this giant fucking electric warhammer, and the werewolf dude has to fight him, and then he has to fight you guys see that picture that I posted where it's like a dragon pit bull type thing? Do you see that, Saunders? So he has to fight that in the story too, and then at the end he ends up once he defeats Dr. Fusion and he gets thrown back in the normal time, that creature gets thrown with him, and he ends up like keeping it as a pet. So you have this like fucking werewolf dude that knows magic, and he's got like this fucking dragon pit bull that he rides on as a pet.
A werewolf that knows magic? That's cool as shit, dude.
That's like
he had to learn magic to control the curse of the werewolf.
A werewolf that knows magic, dude. I actually never thought of that. Frost, come back to this stream. You need to continue this. Seriously.
Well, yeah. Remember, I told you he was trying to learn how to control the curse of the werewolf. So he finds this group that are like monks, and like each one of them is like a different, either like were creature or like a demon or like a Wendigo or something along those lines. And they don't. It's kind of like, you know how you have anti-heroes like Hellboy and fucking Ghost Rider and Spawn. Their abilities come from evil, but they still manage to become good, even though, like, you know, Ghost Rider, his powers come from hell. Spawn, his powers come from hell, but they still manage to overcome that and then become good. So those are the heroes that I like. So you know, he's got the curse of the werewolf. It makes him fucking murder people every full moon. So
I think that's a really good stance to have, because I really think that pain and suffering creates character and empathy.
Yeah. That's why I always like the anti-hero, because the anti-hero is supposed to be the villain, but they manage to overcome that and still be the good guy. Those are my favorite types of heroes. So a lot of my heroes are kind of like that. I got another guy that I wrote about. He's half demon, half angel. So his father is Satan, obviously. And
I am not Satan. I am not Satan, damn it. No. I'm not Satan.
Fallen angel.
Yeah, so well, actually, anyways, I changed it. It was originally going to be he kidnapped an angel. He was making a weapon against God, and he impregnated the angel to make a hybrid. But I changed the story to where instead he captures, you guys know the Egyptian lion goddess? You guys know who that is?
Yep.
He captures the Egyptian lion goddess, and he puts his seed inside of her, and he's making a weapon against God. And the fucking lion goddess is kidnapped in hell, and she manages to get loose, and she finds this this group of they're like demon hunters and monster hunters, but they're also like Catholics, and she escapes to him to give birth because she doesn't want her kid to be used as a weapon, and then fucking she dies during childbirth, and then fucking they adopt this kid, and then in his teenage years he realizes he's got all these weird powers and abilities, and then they tell them, the dad that adopts him tells him, yeah, we're actually a family of like monster hunters, and they hunt demons and they hunt monsters, and he ends up learning to control his abilities, and he starts hunting monsters and fighting evil too, and he starts to notice his powers because they're triggered by rage and, you know, when he's mad. So that opens up the evil side of his abilities, the more demonic side. And then later on he uses to channel good, because he's got two forms. He's got a demon form and he's got like a more angel form, because you know how Lucifer was a fallen angel, so he can channel that angel energy. So one of his forms is like this demonic lion type creature that walks upright and has like wings and shit. And then his fucking I made characters of these guys with AI. If you go to my my Island Hermit 808 channel, I have these guys posted on the community tab, but he doesn't learn how to use
in the chat.
If one of you guys want to post that in the chat, that'll be cool. But
awesome. Check it out.
he doesn't learn how to use his good form until later. He mainly uses his demonic form. And see, when he changes into his demonic form, he looks like a demonic lion because his mother was the Egyptian lion goddess. So that's why his form kind of looks like that. But yeah, he like hunts down demons, and fucking he has to end up fighting his father. The story is like I can't really get into the whole story right now, but I got like the whole fucking story in my head.
Let's give since Father Sanders is back, I got a quick question for him. What kind of caliber do you think was used in Trump's ear getting blown off today?
Can you ask that again?
I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back.
What type of caliber do you think was used to blow off Trump's ear today?
What type of caliber?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Look, I'd really like to answer that question, but I have not watched the full video yet. I just heard about it. I have not watched the video yet.
Have you seen the damage?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I just heard. I heard about it. My friend and his mother showed up. My friend I've known since 1987, and his mom I call grandma because she's known me since 1987. She watched me grow up, and she was on her phone. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have Instagram. I don't have no social media outside of YouTube or like Rumble. Nothing. So she told me like Trump just got shot. I'm like, what? And I kind of looked at it, but it was like a still shot and then a description. So I haven't even watched the whole video yet. My guess, without seeing anything, is at minimum it's probably got to be a 308. That would be the closest to like a 5.56 round, I think, that we would shoot in the military. It's a solid round. Now, if the shooter's 200-300 yards out, once you start getting to 300 yards, guys, even if you have a what's called a red dot sight, when you're 300 yards away, guys, that's 3 football fields. That little silhouette, that little red dot, fills the entire fucking silhouette. Your breathing now comes into play. You have to time your shots on your breathing, because if I were to take a breath in and breathe out and shoot, no, you take a breath in, you hold it, then you shoot. Your breath alone can move your shot off at 300 yards, guys. So whoever it was,
I'm not sure about the yards, but from the damage I've seen, to me it looks like a 22 at the tip of his ear, and it didn't hit anybody behind him.
Right here, War School. Trust but verify. Someone in the crowd did die. A man did die. Someone got shot and died. That could have been a father, a brother. It could have been a fucking grandpa. It could have been a fucking husband. That guy's gone. I could have been there. Look at my fucking hat. I could have been there. Maybe my life got ended that fucking day.
Yep.
Maybe.
Like I said earlier on my stream, Saunders. That's why I don't go to political shit. I don't go to protests. I don't go to rallies, because you never know what kind of crazy person is going to be there, and they're going to try to fucking kill people. So that's why I just don't go to them.
Yeah, guys, I really don't know what to say about this shit. I'm going to echo Frost right now because I completely agree. My first thing when I heard it, number one, is not surprised. Number two, I'm surprised it hasn't happened multiple times already.
I guess it did try. I guess they tried to do it once before, Saunders. I heard Chronic talking about it on his stream. I don't think it was like a gun or nothing. I think he was just like he was in a public place and somebody tried to like rush him or whatever, but it didn't have no guns involved. Fact check me, but that's kind of what I heard.
Yeah. So here, Frost, this War School here, you trust but verify. If I tell you something, trust but verify. Go look it up yourself. I want you guys to verify, because I might be wrong on some shit. Okay, that's very common. I'm not right on everything.
Yeah, there's no fucking way Trump is going to lose unless they cheat, which we all know they're going to try to do. But after the debate with him and Biden, fucking basically the left turned on Biden, and fucking the left is eating each other. And then now this happens. There's no fucking way he's going to lose unless they cheat.
Here you go, Frost.
They're talking about New York turning red.
Hold on. Go ahead. Read that. Read that, Frost. That's funny.
Says Trump, who's unafraid to go to these music festivals that probably more deadlier than a Trump rally. Hey, they're paying me to be at the music festivals. So if you pay me, I'll go to pretty much anything. But
I'm gonna
yeah,
kill your ass. You're at a music festival. I hate that band, Frost. I'm shooting your ass, motherfucker.
they pay me lots of money to work these music festivals. So
I'd have to say too that I'm very unsurprised, and the fact of the matter is that the news and the Democrats preach so much hatred. It's just a matter of time for something like this to happen.
Well,
they do, and they accuse the right of being the evil ones. They accuse the right of doing all the political violence, and they keep crying over January 6th because that's the only thing they got, and everybody knows January 6th was bullshit. But the left, they're the one doing all the violence. They burnt down the fucking country for a year straight because a fucking crackhead died, George Floyd, who put a fucking gun to a pregnant woman's stomach. Like, these people worship George Floyd. George Floyd is a fucking piece of shit, but they fucking burnt down cities over that.
Yeah, but that's also the type of speech that has to go away in this country. The fact that you could just say, "Oh, this person's a piece of shit," is part of the problem, right? Like, people need to start respecting each other again and coming together.
It's already out there. Warstall, it's already out there. The autopsy was out there. He died from a fentanyl overdose. It's out there, proven on paper.
Yeah,
on fucking paper.
I agree.
And Derek Chauvin. I'm not a fan of police officers either, guys, but there are some good ones out there that don't want to fuck with you. They want to be left alone, too. They're just trying to do a job.
You know, he got stabbed in prison, right?
Yeah, he got stabbed.
By a BLM member.
Yeah.
Well, the fact of the matter is people that wear a badge are under more scrutiny than the crooks.
George
The
Floyd,
crooks have
that is
more
correct,
rights.
JR is correct. George Floyd, right here, guys. He was a repeat offender and a fucking almost life taker to a mother. Is that correct?
Yeah. Dude, he was George Floyd was a career criminal that was in and out of prison, that held a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach, and fucking the left basically turned to him into their version of Jesus. If you think about it, George Floyd is their Jesus. They had fucking George Floyd murals and statues everywhere, and it's fucking sickening. It's like, fuck George Floyd.
Well,
and
the skin color made the propaganda.
No, the left loves it when a white guy kills a black guy, because then they use it as propaganda. So you'd be like, oh, look, everybody's so racist.
Okay, what about that one guy that was in the train station that put that guy in the chokehold? He's a Marine. You guys heard about that story? I'm sure you did. He put him in a chokehold because he was threatening to fucking hurt people. And he's in jail right now. He's only like 22 or 23 or some shit. He's a Marine. Dude. Okay.
What was that guy's name? Somebody in the chat, if you remember.
Here's the thing, Frost. He was arrested 42 fucking times. 42. Frost, as a white man, do you think you're getting arrested 42 times before you go to prison for like the rest of your life? No, that ain't happening. That ain't fucking happening. All right, there's no way that my ass ain't getting arrested 42 times. By the time we get to 4, I'm probably going to prison. 40 fucking.
Well, these criminals in these blue cities, because let's face it, all this shit happens in the blue cities. They're allowed to commit all the crimes they want, and they don't get in trouble. But if you're a good person trying to do the right thing, they lock you up and they throw away the key. So you can be one of these fucking career criminal crackheads that holds a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach. You can fucking rob stores every fucking weekend and nothing happens. But if you're the guy that tries to stop it, they lock you up and they throw away the key. And especially if you're a white dude and the guy is black, you're fucked. So that's why they wonder why aren't men protecting women anymore. Why don't men care about society? Because if I try to do anything to protect society, you're gonna fucking paint me to be a villain. You're gonna lock me up and you're gonna throw away the key. So fuck you, fuck society, fuck these bitches. They're strong and independent. They can defend themselves. And if you think about it, most of these women that are being attacked, they're by a legal immigrant. They voted to be here. So it's like, fuck you. I don't feel bad that you got raped because you voted for that piece of shit to be here.
God damn. Amen, brother. Jesus.
That went deep.
It's true. Like, you guys ever see that? You guys ever see that meme? It's a meme of a woman and like the Chad guy, and the woman's like, I don't feel safe in my own neighborhood, and the guy's like, you literally voted for this. It's true. They vote for all this horrible shit, and then it fucking happens to them, and they wonder why nobody's doing anything. It's like, bitch, you voted to get raped on that train. You voted to get assaulted walking around the streets of New York because you vote with your feelings. This is why they shouldn't be allowed to vote, because they vote with their feelings.
Exactly. And Frost, you also know this. They vote with their feelings. There's a lot of men out there that do the same fucking shit too. It's definitely more women.
And
obviously.
that's why
But there's men out there too.
Amok.
There you go, man. Dude, I saw those videos of a police officer trying to help save a life of a fentanyl victim of fentanyl. I don't know what the fuck you would say. He just touched this person and fucking collapsed. It's because his fucking partner had Narcan. He had to give him 2 shots of that shit. All cops carry Narcan now, guys. If you don't know what Narcan is, it fucking counteracts any drug in your body. They give you a shot. It's right away.
It counteracts opioids.
Opioids. There you go.
Yeah,
I heard of it.
An individual had 4 Narcans to come back to life.
4 fucking 4?
Yeah,
Holy
4.
shit!
There's a tranny named Bob.
Oh my!
I heard of it. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. That's the thing now, guys. Look, I pay attention to. I like that Frost is here. I like. Believe it or not, in this space, guys, we've got fucking late teenagers. You've got my son. He's an early teenager. Watching these things, guys, I hate that we have to tell these young kids, my kid, I don't want to tell him this. I would like him to have a good woman, man, but I can't look at myself in the mirror and be happy with the man staring back at me if I'm not real with my son. And my son already saw what his dad had to go through fucking divorce. So I'm not going to.
Saunders, this is what I tell young men. If you absolutely need to get married and you need to have children, you got to go overseas, because doing it in the West is like looking for your wife in Sodom and Gomorrah. You are not going to find a good, loyal, traditionalist woman in Sodom and Gomorrah. It's not going to happen. All these fucking women, they're all feminists. They're all liberal. They're all fucking trash. They've been conditioned to hate you. Like, you'll find women, you know, if you work out and you look good and you make money, you'll find women to smash and dash. You'll find women to fuck, but you're not going to find good wifey material in the West.
So with that said, I got 2 separate things to say.
Sage, what are you doing? You still listening to this shit, son?
Like,
God damn it, Frost.
I really believe that Isabel's taken over all of Western society.
It's true, son. I'm sorry.
At this point.
Well,
What were you saying, Warskull?
So,
I said, I really believe that Isabel is taking over the Western society and it's spreading out.
Who's Isabel?
World. Well, it's a biblical term.
He's talking about Jezebel. Jezebel.
Oh, Jezebel. Jezebel, yeah.
Yeah, she's, you know about her.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I believe it's spreading out through the entire world. And then also I believe, too, that a lot of these young cats, like, some got to learn the hard way. No, that's
I had to learn. I'm one of those guys, brother. I had to learn the fucking hard way. I knew everything. What you guys are telling me right now, if I was 15, 16, 17, I would agree and listen to you guys, and I'd probably still be that guy that has to go fucking figure it out himself. I have to still go through it.
I'd like to say, Saunders, telling your son the truth is the right thing to do. But
Yeah.
if he's got to learn the hard way, that's the route he's got to take. You know what I mean? Don't
Well,
hold
Yeah,
that
some
against him.
people gotta learn the hard way, and no matter what you tell them, they won't listen. So, like, if I'm gonna try to red pill somebody, I drop tiny little red pills and I see what they do with that. If they sound like they're interested, then I'll do more. But if they kind of like brush those off and it seems like it's not going anywhere, then I drop it.
You
But
have to.
some people you can red pill and they're willing to open their eyes and look at the evidence, and some people they'll just be like, oh, you just hate women or whatever fucking excuse it is, or they'll be like, not all women are like that, and those people you just got to let them learn the hard way.
Well,
So
it's the
you guys,
fact
you guys-
that they learn socially and they
hold
do
on, Horse.
everything socially.
What Frost is talking about is called. Hold on, fuck, I forgot. God damn it. Hold on. What Frost is talking about, there's a word for it, and I fucking forgot. It was on the tip of my fucking tongue. God damn it.
He's
Ted
having
Helmer.
a Joe. He's
Ted
having a
Helmer
Joe.
is a fucking bitch.
He's having a Joe Biden moment. Put a 3 in the
That's the
motherfucking
moment.
chat if Saunders is having a Joe Biden moment.
Fuck you, Frost. Fuck you, War Skull. I had it on the tip of my tongue, and I
I
couldn't
want to
fucking
see
hang on
some
to it.
3s in the chat and some Father Bidens in the chat.
'Father Biden,
304s.
fuck you. Father Biden. Don't even. Sage, don't you fucking don't dare.
Do it,
It's
Sage.
not Father Biden.
Do it. Call him
No.
Father. Call him Father Biden, Sage.
Oh, that's so dirty.
Father Biden.
Do it, Sage.
No.
Sage, you're gonna start calling this nigga Father Biden.
Hey, Butterbean was tough, bro. He's knocking out.
Yeah,
fools
Butterbean
right
is cool.
Father Biden.
Riggs doing the Father Biden in the chat.
I think he just lost his wrench.
Father fucking Biden. Fuck you.
Father Biden. I want to see.
I'll be right back. I gotta get some more beer.
Yep, no worries, dude. I want to see some Father Bidens in the chat with 3 next to it, you guys. Because this motherfucker always be forgetting what he's saying. Now he disappeared to go destroy his bathroom or something. He went to go get mogged on by Sage and destroy his bathroom. I'm all alone up here, you guys. Let me read the chat. Riggs, more like Farmer Biden. We got JR Biden shares diapers with cushed out fire. Yeah, he can smell a fresh pull up from a mile away. So, Frost, what happened to your stream earlier? Fell asleep. Yeah, dude, fucking, I was streaming, and I think I don't know what the fuck, it might have been my internet, might have been my computer, but my fucking stream just went out, and I just said, fuck it. And I was gonna just watch Chronic and TFM, but I was like, fuck it, I'll come over here and talk. But yeah, technical difficulties, so that's why my stream ain't working. I bet he's looking for his chair. JR, I thought Manlatopia would call in, little pussy. Yeah, the hater that was supposed to call into my stream tonight actually was like some 19, 20-year-old liberal black kid that is pro BLM, fucking hates Tom McDonald, fucking that type of shit. But we all know haters mostly don't call in. That motherfucker was probably just talking shit like he was going to call in but wasn't going to do it.
What happened to Saunders Light?
What happened to what?
Saunders Light. Father Saunders Light.
His light?
Yeah, it's like dark now.
He probably turned the light off and it's probably just lit up because he's got the TV on or some shit.
Butterbean. There's a lot of Butterbeans in the comments.
I haven't heard about Butterbean in a long time now. I remember when he beat up Johnny Knoxville when they had their little boxing match.
Oh, oh yeah, I've seen that.
I mean, Butterbean was kind of like a fat dude too, but he still had power.
Oh yeah, he had the power and the weight behind him. He could knock fools out right and left. The battle of the town. The tall, old, grumpy old men in this country. What?
Rigg says he turned the light off in preparation for filming for his FatherSaunders channel on Only Hoes.
He got
Probably.
the camera around to their side of that couch he's been humping all night.
Saunders uses a black light. You can see all the jizz stains. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's nasty.
The zinc all on his walls and everything.
So, Frost, did you watch the video of Trump getting shot?
I wasn't watching. I did see people. I was watching live streams where people were like showing it and reacting to it. But I was doing something else when it all went down. And then I looked at my phone and fucking actually, I seen in the Discord, it was MGTOW Phoenix was like Trump got shot. And then I fucking went on the internet on YouTube and I seen all these people live streaming talking about it. And that's how I found out. So
yeah, I saw it on CNN popped up and I watched a little bit of the
Sage Saunders. Sage, we got to watch the last 2 episodes of the newest season of fucking Demon Hunter tomorrow. Demon Slayer, I'm sorry. Not Demon Hunter. Demon Slayer. Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd, guys. Yeah, eat a dick. I like Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Bleach, Vampire Hunter D, Ghost in the Shell, Hunter X Hunter. What the fuck else?
Dude, Saunders. What if, all right, say the election happens. It looks like Trump, especially after this event, Trump is going to win no matter what. And then fucking Biden gets all these votes and, we think they're from illegal immigrants and fucking the left refuses to check. What do you think happens from there? Do you think fucking civil war is about to pop off?
Well, here, I can kind of answer that. I can't give you the answer because I don't really know, but here's what I feel. I know it's kind of like a bitch thing, right? But you can sense it. It's like reading the room. Like War School, Frost, you guys know what reading the room is? Reading all that shit. When I'm on the road, when I'm going to the grocery store, whatever it is I'm doing, I feel that people are like a powder keg. They're ready to fucking pop, dude. They're just waiting for that spark.
Oh, dude, they're ready to murder each other right now, dude.
Yeah, they're ready for war.
All it needs is a fucking spark. That's it, just a spark.
The shot. It's like the shot heard around the world. All it takes is for one little event like that to happen, and then shit pops off. And here's the thing. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to fight in a civil war. I don't want the collapse to happen. Like a lot of people, they say like, oh, they want the collapse to happen or they want a civil war to happen. It's like, you really fucking don't, though. Like most of you motherfuckers that say they want it to happen, they're fat, they're out of shape, they never been in a war. Most of these people are not going to fucking last. And it's like, I just want to live off grid, grow my own food, and be left alone. I don't want to be fighting my neighbors. I don't want to be doing all this shit. I want to live a good life and be left alone and not be fighting people. But a lot of people don't realize that's what's going to happen.
So just
SE, have a good night.
Peace out, SE.
Hold on, War School. I'll give you all the time you want, brother. Let me say this real quick. I'm a combat vet, right? I don't want to live the rest of my life fucking surviving. I don't want to hunt for my food. I don't want to grow my own crops. I didn't do what I've had to go through divorce and lose properties and lose money and get blown up in Iraq just so I can fucking survive the rest of my life. I don't want that. Those of you guys that are like, oh, fucking, let's get there. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Look, I get you guys. I'm not saying that you're wrong. Your mindset is in the right place, but you don't want that. I promise you guys, if we had to fucking actually hunt to survive,
I mean, I plan on doing that anyway.
You do, but Ross, I guarantee 90% of humanity is fucking gone in 3 months. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. They're fucking
No,
gone.
you're right. But it's like I want to just enjoy my life, and I don't want to have to be fighting people. And that's going to be fucking shitty. Like if Mad Max, the collapse, Civil War, whatever it happens, you're not going to be just like chilling in your house playing video games or doing whatever the fuck. Like shit is going to be crazy. And most of these motherfuckers aren't cut out for that. Like, fuck, I go to the gym, I've been to prison, and fucking, even for me, it's going to be a fucking struggle to survive. And,
there's enough wild animals to sustain the population.
I mean, I'm moving off grid to the big island of Hawaii, where I plan on growing my own food, hunting pigs and chickens and stuff. And probably April or March, I'm going to be going over there and do that. But I just want to live off grid in my tiny house, grow bananas, hunt wild boar, smash Asian punyeeti, and be left the fuck alone. But if the collapse happens or a civil war happens, I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm going to have to worry about people trying to steal my land, people trying to murder me for what I believe in. And it's like, I just want to chill and be left alone.
I think you should look into Hawaii's unemployment. Homeless people right now, like it's
I already know about all that, dude.
I already talked to Frost War Skull. When I was stationed in Hawaii, I was on the island of Oahu. That's not the big island. So Frost is going to be on the big island. That's not Oahu. So Oahu has Waikiki, Mount Coco Head, and all that shit. I was stationed there in the Army. I'm telling you right now, I saw fucking full-grown women shitting in fucking plastic bags on the street. I was just like, what the fuck? I'm from Nebraska, dude. That was fucking culture shock to me. I'm like, that woman's taking a shit right now, live. Like this is in 2010. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got an acre of property on the big island of Hawaii on the Hilo side. The big island has a big off-grid community where people grow their own food, live in tiny houses, and like hunt. That's what I plan on doing. And I plan on making money on my property. I plan on opening a dog boarding kennel for one source of income. I plan on getting bees for honey. I plan on breeding my Dogo Argentino dogs. I got a list of like 9 different things I want to do to make money on my property. So the goal, because think about it, if you're homesteading, most people throughout history have made money off of their homestead. So that's what I plan on doing. And even if that doesn't work, my cost of living is going to be so cheap because no rent, no mortgage, going to be using water catchment, going to be using solar. So my bills after that are going to be cheap as fuck. So if I really had to, I could get some like little shitty job or part-time job to pay the bills. So I'm not too worried about it, but it's like, yeah, I just want to grow my own food and fucking chill and live a peaceful, minimalistic life and be left alone. But I can't do that if the collapse happens or a civil war happens because everybody's going to be killing each other.
Right. So here's the thing, guys. Before we go too deep, I was going to say is the first civil war in the United States, right? Roughly about 2% of the United States population died in the Civil War. And approximately 2.5% of the population participated in the Civil War. So the majority of people aren't going to be active in the Civil War. It's just small.
Still, though, we don't know how it's going to play out today. So who the fuck knows what's going to happen? Is it going to be the exact same as the last Civil War? Is it going to be fucking crazier? Like, we really don't know what it's going to be this time around.
I don't believe it's going to be exactly the same, but I still believe that it's going to be a minority people. Yeah.
Here's what I tell you. From a guy who has seen war, you guys know I'm a combat vet. You don't want it. You think you want it, you don't fucking want it. All right? It's not normal to see pieces of fucking human beings. All right? That's just not fucking normal. It fucks with you. All right? Any combat vet that says they're okay, we are okay, but we're just better at managing it. It's not okay to see pieces of people. It's not okay for an 11-year-old to point a weapon at you and you have 1 second to decide whether you go home or this 11-year-old does. It's just not fucking normal, guys. It fucks with you.
No, I agree.
Any combat vet that tells you otherwise is either one, a fucking psycho, and there are psychos, dude, like, I just want to fucking kill people. They exist. Trust me. They exist. Or there's the other ones that are full of shit. You get changed when you go to war. You don't want that. You got it, son? JR, this is for you. I don't have the original. I'm sorry. But here's one of my Castlevania games right here.
Yeah,
I don't have Symphony.
Fun, Lord of Shadows.
Can you shut that light off, son?
Did you play Lord of Shadows 2?
So I don't have the original, but I have the original Nintendo. I just proved it to you guys tonight. I proved it. I have it. I don't have the original Castlevania. I got rid of it. I don't know where it is. No, I did not play Lords of Shadow 2. No, I did not.
Oh, yeah? Well, I just petted a Pitbull Lab Mix and a Golden Doodle, so fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I got my.
I'm at my dad's house babysitting the dogs right now.
Take that fucking back, god dang it, Frost. You take that back or I'll ground your ass.
What?
You got to respect your elders, man. I'm 10 years your senior. Respect me, or else I'm going to put your nose in the corner.
I'm at my dad's house babysitting the dogs right now because they're out of town.
On the golf court, it's part doodle for sure. What is it? Doodle what?
He's got a Golden Doodle and a Pitbull Lab Mix.
Yep, Golden Doodle. Because when you showed me that picture, I'm like, that's a fucking doodle right there. That's a fucking doodle. That's a doodle mix. What is it? And he just said Golden Doodle. So a golden retriever.
He thinks he's a pit bull though because he fucking roughhouses with a pit bull mix all day. So he's a feisty little fucker.
Dude, I saw that picture that you showed me with the golf cart. Yeah, I'm like, that's a fucking doodle right there. And when I look at your other dog, is that a terrier?
The other one, they're my dad's dogs. The other one is a Pitbull Lab Mix.
Oh, it's not a terrier. I thought it was a Pitbull Terrier. Okay.
I mean, all pit bulls are basically terriers. Pit bulls are American Pit Bull Terriers. So,
because those of you guys that don't know me, I've raised 12 dogs in my life. I've had to put down or watch past 11 of them. It never gets easier. I'm a combat vet, and when I put my Chihuahua down last year. Actually, this year. Fuck, that was back in March of this year. Fuck. I never thought my Chihuahua would die before my purebred, full-grown, 150-pound fucking St. Bernard. I never thought a Chihuahua would pass. But she passed before my St. Bernard. That St. Bernard and that Chihuahua were there with me through my entire divorce. It's going to be really hard when I got to put that fucking St. Bernard down, brother. It's going to fucking suck.
Yeah, it's going to suck. What is she, 11?
She's 11 years old, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you get a long time out of her. Yeah, dude, I fucking love dogs. I feel like I'm almost an expert now because at work I binge watch this YouTube channel, Dogumentary TV, and all they talk about is like working dogs and like fucking like big, powerful, strong working dogs. And that's how I learned about the Dogo Argentinos from that channel. So
you got the Dogo Argentino, you got the fucking Cane Corso. What about the fucking Bull Mastiff? Isn't the Bull Mastiff just as big as those dogs?
Yeah, I like Bull Mastiffs, but I like Bull Mastiffs are good dogs. They're kind of lazy, though. They're good household protection dogs. But my favorites out of the Mastiff breeds are the Dogo Argentino, and then the Presa Canario, and then the King Corso.
Yeah, Presa Canario. I forgot about that one. That's a master breed. I didn't know that was a master breed. Okay.
Yeah, they get like 150, 160 pounds. They're fucking crazy dogs. I was watching a documentary TV, and he's talking about like all these different dog breeds for protection. He was basically, the video was called "Dogs That Bad Guys Don't Want to Meet," and he said that the damage a Presa Canario could do to a bad guy might be hard to justify in court. So,
dude, I think about that.
Likes a pit bull.
Well, I think about my Saint Bernard. At her biggest, she was 150 pounds. Frost actually showed me a video, or I showed Frost a video of a 200-pound male Saint Bernard. That's a big fucking dog, dude. That's fucking.
You said you do or don't like pit bulls?
I do like
the only dog I don't like is pit bulls.
Why? Pit bulls are awesome, dude.
That's
You
the
get
only
attacked
dogs that
by
try
one?
to bite me all the time.
You probably
Yeah,
got
it's all about how you raise them, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
agree with that, but I'm saying throughout my whole life, every dog I met, they're the only ones that try to bite me, regardless of who the owner is or anything. It's just.
Well, hold on, War Skull. You sound like you're a black man. Are you black?
No.
You're not black. I was gonna
Nope.
say it's because you're black.
Nope, I'm just a really big white dude.
Dude, you sound like a black dude. Tell me I'm wrong, guys.
All the time.
You sound like a black dude. You really do.
I'm just a really big white dude, though.
All the pit bulls I know are big ass babies, except my one friend had this pit bull that was vicious, but he trained it to be vicious. And another thing that I notice is a lot of people don't know their fucking dog breeds. So a lot of people can't tell a pit bull apart from an American bully or an Amstaff or like these different type bully breeds. So there was a statistic I seen. So pit bulls get blamed for basically all the dog bites, but when you really break it down, it's not pit bulls, it's bully type breeds, and they all get lumped together as pit bulls, which fucking sucks but people are stupid. People can't tell an American bully from a pit bull, from an Amstaff, and I could put like 5 of these dogs next to each other, and I could say point out the pit bull, and most people couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, like my mother has a red-nosed pit, which is cool. I get along with it.
Yeah, I like red-nosed pits a lot.
Straight pit bull in the wild, and the one you don't know, those are the dogs that try to bite. That's all I'm saying. That's what I've been around.
Are you sure you're not black? You sound like a black dude.
I'm not black, man. I'm white. Let me explain
Ross,
this to you.
Does he not sound like a black dude? Does he not sound like a black dude?
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, if he said he was black, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm 6'3", 315 pounds, and most.
I mean,
I'm not saying
they're 6'3" black guys. Have you watched basketball before?
Yeah, I've seen basketball. I'm white though.
Okay. Oh, so you're not a basketball American. Okay, we're good.
I'm actually German Scottish.
An Afro-American.
Yeah.
I am too. I'm Scott Irish, Dutch, German, and English.
There you go. I ain't got no Irish in me, but
I'm mostly Italian, but I'm Italian, Irish. I found out recently that I have French blood. I was like, fuck. But yeah, I'm a mutt. I'm mostly Italian though.
Frost. If I break up pasta in front of you, will it set you off?
If you what?
If I break
Are you gonna show your pee-pee on stream again?
No. And fuck you.
He didn't
Fuck
say
you for
rice.
making me do what I did. He actually had me convinced War School at one time that I showed my dick and he had to take that channel down. I'm like,
Put a three. Put a 3 in the chat if Saunders is trying to show his pee on stream again.
no. I'll show you America's ass, but I ain't
that's
showing you
so
my
bad.
dick. Okay, I'll go Sam Elliott on you guys. Roadhouse. Well, I sure as hell ain't going to show
American
you my dick. I ain't going to show you my dick. All right, but you can see my ass. Now, Frost, if I break up pasta in front of you, will that set you off?
If you do what?
If I break pasta in half.
What the fuck is that?
Well, if you're an Italian, you have the noodles, right? If you
Oh,
break
yeah.
it pisses Italians off like big time.
I mean, I don't give a shit, dude. I'm a fucking white guy from Detroit. So, like, I don't fucking... I fucking... Even though I'm Italian, like, if you grab somebody that's actually from Italy, they're just going to look at me like I'm a white boy because I've never been to Italy. Basically...
He's in Detroit, man. You're gangster.
You're a fucking...
born on the south or
fucking,
the north side of the tracks.
you're a fucking gringo. You're a fucking gringo, white boy.
That's south side, Saunders.
My cousins are more Italian than me, but like none of us are actually like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like,
I know you're on a Saunders stream. It's okay to lose your mind.
no, I don't know how. I know what I'm trying to say. I just don't know how to word it. Like, even though we have Italian blood, we don't really, we don't follow the traditions or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I've never been to Italy, man. I've never been to Milan. I've never been to the boot. It looks like a boot for you guys that don't know because you don't know geography. It looks like a fucking boot.
It's kind of like how you're Irish, but do you follow any Irish traditions or trends or like you don't have any family that are like straight up still in Ireland is basically what I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing, Frost. Let me give you a little bit of personal detail in my life. My dad was dropped off when he was single digits of age by a ditch. The Saunders family found my dad. My dad was not even 10 years old. I would have been scared as fuck. My parents dropped me off at a ditch, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? The Saunders family actually picked up my dad. My dad's actual last name is Hildum, Hildum. It's very Irish. So there's a whole part of the family that I'll never know. So my actual last name is Jared Hildum, but because the Saunders family picked my dad up, my dad took the Saunders last name because they loved him enough to take care of him. That's a very personal thing about me.
Yeah, so basically, like, even though you have Irish blood, you were never raised to follow any of the Irish traditions. Kind of the same thing with me being Italian. Yeah, I got Italian blood, but, like, my family never followed any Italian traditions or anything like that.
No, I didn't lose internet connection. I just can't hear it.
Let's be honest. We're all Americans.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Joe,
that's the truth.
I unplugged my shit. Why can't I hear it?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're all Americans.
Yeah, Saunders lost his shit.
God damn it. Fuck.
Plug it. Find the plug. Hurry.
What, is it about to die?
Hey, Riggs, what's up with all the threes?
We post threes to troll Saunders.
All right, I can hear you guys.
That's so mid. I quit helping everything.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take a piss.
But yeah,
like no shit.
The guys post three.
I tried to look this up. I tried to look this up, Frost. I tried to look up Hildum. I tried to look up Hildum because there's a whole side of a family that I don't fucking know and I never met. I didn't know this until I was 17 years old. It just clicked. It took me a long time because I was kind of fucking stupid. My mom was like, your dad was adopted, you know, and then she told me the story. I'm like, whoa, wait. Mom, if dad's adopted, what was dad's actual real last name? It just clicked one day. And I never talked to dad about it because dad was a man of very, very, very few words. Dad Saunders, he didn't really talk. You had to get about a 6-pack of beer in him before he'd talk. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't, obviously, rest in peace, Dad. I can't wait to see you again. My dad would be 82 years old right now. He was silent generation. My dad was fucking old balls. But I was just like, one day I was like, Mom, I had to pull her aside. I never once brought it up to my father. I was like, Mom, if Dad was adopted, what's my real last name? She's like, son, give me a second. And my mom pulled me aside and she said, look, son, your dad was dropped off in a ditch, single digits of age. I think it was like 8 or 9 or some shit. And the Holden family left him there. And the Saunders family picked him up. So your dad adopted the last name of Saunders, which why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? It's like Frost. Let's just say you're my son. I dropped you off at 8 years old. I'm pretty sure you're going to take the other person's last name because I dropped you off at 8. You had to have been scared shitless, dude. You had to have been scared fucking shitless. I would have been scared shitless at 12, let alone fucking 8 or 9. God damn.
That reminds me, or I'll say it after you're done.
No, I'm done. I'm going to go take a piss. I'll be right back.
So I used to have a thing with this chick that was adopted, and she had so many fucking problems, like, daddy issues, fucking mommy issues, because she was abandoned and adopted. And I remember, like, we had a thing on and off, and the last time we stopped talking, I called her a little orphan bitch, and that was pretty much the end of it. It was one of my cousin's friends that was like a tiny, petite, like punk rock type chick. She was hot, but she had she had like snake bite piercings. Fucking her hair was always a different color, but she was like tiny and petite, and it would. We were always like on and off, like we had flings on and off. Right. And like the last time I was like, all right, I called her a little orphan bitch, and that was the last time I ever seen her.
And now she probably wants you really, really bad, but you're gone.
I haven't talked to her in years, but when I called her a little orphan bitch, she fucking flipped out. It cut so deep. I'm like, bitch, your family doesn't even want you.
Right. All right. It was nice to meet you, Frost.
It was nice to meet you too, dude.
Me on. I got a call tonight, though. Thank you, everybody.
Peace out. Thanks for calling in, dude. Peace out, man.